Well, well, well. One's living on the right side of the tracks and the other's on the wrong side of the tracks, huh? Or maybe they're just pals, huh? Yeah, right. Good morning, everybody, or I should say good afternoon. I don't know why I'm on morning. I've been up for a long time on Monday morning, and welcome to all of you, and welcome into a little shop talk and a little goofing around on a Monday afternoon. Yeah, I'm still on my Samsung Galaxy 5 here. Of course, we got a little teaser from FedEx. You buy stuff from B&H Photo. Sometimes when you buy stuff from Amazon, you'll have your shipments split into multiple parts, right? And then inevitably the cheapest little thing comes first, and it's like you're still sitting around on your ass waiting for the main event to show up. So I don't know where in the hell I got the little SD card, the extra SD card for the Galaxy. I mean, that thing can hold up to some crazy amount of storage, like, I don't know, 128 extra gigabits besides the onboard, 200 gigs. Like, really? Am I shooting a fucking Hollywood movie? Anyway, guys, good afternoon to you. I am messing around with the, I'm messing around with the Sony, the Quad, the HQR 600 here, and I'm gonna be starting to tear into that power supply and do a little work. I've done a couple readings around the board here with the power and powered up, and I'm getting a little light on the front end, but I'm not no, I wasn't getting any light. I wasn't getting anything. I'm getting confused with the other one. I got so many, these things dance like, they don't dance like visions of sugar plums in my head, okay? I mean, it's like one big stream. I have nightmares sometimes. I'm swimming in a sea of vintage audio. There's no way out. And I'm like, God says there's 2 million units to be repaired. And when you're all done, come back and talk to me. We'll see if we can open the gate a little bit for you. So I do want to check out the power supply. Jen has her car down today. We need to go get that. We can do a simple test just to make sure that I know that thing is going to bounce all over. This thing's creaking and grinding and everything. We can check continuity. This is a fused power supply here, so we can get out our trusty. Fluke. Come on, man. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing? Stay put, bro. It's gonna go again. I know it is. I like to use good stuff. I like to have Fluke. Anyway, let's test this. Let's ram into this fuse here and see if we actually have. Yeah, we got continuity on that. So we know the fuse is good. I still can't get over the fact that they put, they use wood, like 1/4 inch, I don't know what the hell it is, 1/4 inch planks, like flooring, to make this, to put in this. If you guys haven't seen this, I'll show it to you over here. You can see it uses the wood grain in there. And it's the first time in my life I've ever really seen components mounted on wood. So, go figure. So this is our power supply board, and I suspect I'm getting good power throughput from the transformer here. And this is taking 120 in one side of the transformer and kicking out various voltages here to run these different boards. Very important here. So, yeah. Just mucking around. Well, let's take a minute and let's talk about where you should buy your gear. All right, here's the deal. I don't have any sponsorship on my channel. I turn down all kinds of things. Oh, let us send you sunglasses, and you can do a review of them, and you're an influencer on YouTube. Really? Right. I tell everybody, you know, if you want to talk about micro, teeny weeny bikinis, and being a trans girl, getting herself pre-op, non-op trans girl, getting herself into, you know, arrestable bikinis, then talk to me about sponsorship, but not about sunglasses. But I have produced and uploaded over 10,000 videos on YouTube. Now, I took about 3,000 of them down in, what was that, like December or so. But I still have a lot of videos up on the channel. So the point is, I know a lot about equipment. I've gone through a lot of equipment, from Canons to Canon cameras, to Sony cameras, to Panasonic cameras, to Olympus cameras, to Blackmagic, to GoPros, to Kodak, and General Electric. My very first camera I ever used on my first YouTube video, which is still up there. You can still see it, the GE camera. You know, it's just shaky as hell, and like, that's good. You know, it's great, right? But people always want to go back and see your first video. But the point is, I know a lot about the gear, and I also know about the right way and the wrong way to buy video gear. And I want to tell you about B&H Photo in New York City. It's like the largest camera store in the world. There's probably bigger ones in Tokyo. There certainly will be in China. But remember my contention that cell phone videography is overtaking standard videography. You can do so much, and as I'll try to prove when I get my, if I ever get my freaking Samsung Galaxy 9 Plus. But I bought that at B&H Photo too. Reason being, if you live outside of the state in New York City, they're not charging you the sales tax, and they're not charging you for delivery. Very important. And if I bought that GH9, that Samsung Galaxy 9 Plus here, you're looking at a $900 unit, and then I bought some extras. Maybe let's call it just short of $1,000 with some accessories for it. Well, at 8.5, I'm looking at $85 tax here. Okay, I'm cheap, right? I mean, I pay enough in taxes to the state of California, trust me. And I don't go to bed at night and feel guilty about not paying my fair share of taxes. So, you know, if California doesn't get the sales tax from a New York purchase, you guys will figure it out. You guys get together and work it out. But the even nicer thing about B&H Photo in New York City is if you want to return something, you have 30 days to do so. And they do not hit you with a restocking fee. No 10%, no 15%, no 20% restocking fee. The only thing that you pay for is shipping. Okay, return, shipping, and I think also shipping to you, which is a very fair deal. We're not talking about heavy stuff that ships out. We're talking about very light stuff. But, you know, if you're buying stuff at Best Buy or Fry's or any one of the big traditional stores, or God forbid a department store, or even Wally World online, you're going to pay tax. And a lot of these places, you're going to have a restocking fee. Probably 15% of the stuff I returned. The most famous being that freaking Blackmagic Pocket Cinema camera. If you saw yesterday's video I put up on Downtown Sunday, that was shot with the Blackmagic, the camera I'd love to hate to love, right? I hate the fact that I like the camera. But I bought it, and I used it, and I returned it. And I bought it again, and I used it, and I returned it. I bought it a third time, and I returned it. I bought it a fourth time, and I didn't return it. I kept it. Okay, so it was the one piece of camera gear I left when I had the big purge and disgorged all the camera gear that I had. I wanted to keep that Blackmagic because it gives that widest dynamic range between black and white, 13 stops of dynamic range, which it doesn't mean a lot till you see the video and you see the tremendous detail that a high dynamic range camera brings in. But that's neither here nor there. That whole process of buying that camera and returning it 3 times and then keeping it the 4th time, B&H never batted an eye. You just tell them you want to return it. They issue a slip. You slap it on. You take it to your FedEx. Give it to them. There it is. It's returned. And then they check it out when it gets there, and then they credit you. That's the way you should be buying stuff, huh? That's the way, especially camera gear, so you don't have to face those restocking fees. So anyway, I'm going to tear in a little more on the 4-channel, the quad system here by the Sony, but I wanted to tell you why I think B&H Photo is the very best place for you to buy any of your camera gear in the United States and in Canada. And I'm not sure, they probably ship overseas too. The other nice thing about B&H is that they have, if you subscribe to their YouTube channel, they have great tutorials. They'll have guest speakers come in, and there's one in particular, Sam Abel. If you want to learn what really makes an award-winning photograph, this guy was a photographer for National Geographic, and he took the pictures like the Marlboro Man. I mean, this Sam Abel's like a legend in the business. But they'll have tutorials on him, and he'll come in and give a lecture and show pictures. They'll have videographers come in, and very famous people, cinematographers, directors of photography for music, producers, people to explain camera gear, travel photographers. If you're into Instagram, they have people that come in that just built their careers on Instagram and started selling pictures on. Just a lot of ways to skin the onion, right? But B&H Photo has all of those series. And when all the camera gear is being unveiled at the NAB show, and like it was in Las Vegas a few weeks ago, B&H is always doing all the first breaking news on all this stuff. So this is why I think that you should deal with a class outfit like B&H. No questions asked. Great service, decent prices on product. Save your shipping, save your sales tax. It is all good. Anyway, guys, we got to go pick up, I'm going to work a little more on this. We're going to pick up Missy Jen's car. She was down there getting a little bit of recall work done on that. And then I will see you guys out on an afternoon shoot. Hopefully I'll have the Galaxy S9 Plus. If not, we'll be herking and jerking on a Monday afternoon. Thanks, everybody.